Harold Evensky. Let's talk about some personal finance issues that a lot of retirees are facing right now. The first one would be annuities. A lot of people say they're good. A lot of people say they're bad because of the high fees. Give me the skinny on annuities.
Okay, two kinds, immediate annuities and deferred. Most people think of deferred. That's like a money market wrapped in insurance wrapper. And the answer is many of them are very expensive. There's some fairly low loads out there like the Vanguards. May make sense, but for most people, it's probably not the first thing they should look at. Immediate annuity is when someone gives all their money to the insurance company to get a payment for the rest of their life. Something many retirees are going to have to consider. It's going to make sense. Right now, with interest rates so low, probably not yet, but the next couple of years, it's going to be a really important vehicle for retirees.
Another way that retirees can get money in retirement when they really need it to live on is a reverse mortgage. Basically, they're selling their house back to the bank. They spent their whole life paying for the house. Now they're selling it back. Give me the pros and cons of this.
Okay, again, two kinds. There is the kind that most people know about. I just get money paid out and eventually the bank's going to own the house. Unless someone's really desperate and it's the only asset they have, probably not the right choice. But there's something fairly new called the HECM Saver, which is almost like an insurance policy. You can set it up, very low cost, and if you need to borrow money, markets collapse, you don't want to have to sell anything, you can borrow the money against it, and then market does better, you pay it back. That's something that can be a very useful tool.
Perhaps the hardest part for any retiree is knowing who to trust. So there's a lot of talk about having advisors have fiduciary standard rules, or their brokers pass a fiduciary standard rule. Can you talk about how a retiree should go about choosing their advisor at that late stage in their lives?
Yeah, I understand. I'm somewhat prejudiced. Our firm, Evensky Katz, we're what are called fee-only advisors. We are fiduciaries to our clients. But I started off as a broker. There's a lot of really good, honest, competent brokers. The difference is the legal standard. An investment advisor is legally required to put their client's interest first, and a broker basically is required to put their company's interest first. Simple way is to ask someone, and I've got a group, we have a little thing, someone can go on the web and find, which says, I'll place your interest first, I'll eliminate conflicts I can, the ones I can't, I'll manage in your interest, and I'll act in a professional manner. Then you don't have to worry about what the rules say.
And then finally, if someone feels that their advisor is not acting in a scrupulous nature, they feel like there might be a conflict of interest, what should they do? Dump immediately or kind of look into it a little bit further?
Certainly you need to look into it, but the second that you're convinced that they're not looking in your interest first, dump them fast. There are plenty of good people out there, both in the brokerage industry and in the fee-only world.
All right, thanks a lot for coming in.
Thank you for inviting me. Enjoy that.
Thank you for watching The Street.